So Ryan Garcia's B sample has come back positive. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone because, for those of you who don't know, the A sample and the B sample are essentially the same sample. It's all collected in one go, at the same time. They simply split it into two different samples and store them separately. Reason being, if sample A comes back positive, they can eliminate the possibility of contamination during the testing process by then testing the B sample. If sample A was contaminated in the lab, then sample B should be clean. That's the idea. And in the vast majority of cases, sample B doesn't come back clear, suggesting that there was indeed something in the fighter's system. There wasn't any kind of lab contamination. Skullduggery notwithstanding, of course. Now, Ryan Garcia has responded to this by saying that he intends to do a hair follicle test. And this is what Canelo did back in the days when he failed a test. Because the hair follicle thing is supposed to be the ultimate way to determine whether you've had PEDs in your system. But if that were the case, then why don't VADA do that as standard? Maybe one of you guys can explain it to me. I'm certainly not an expert on PEDs in any shape, form, or fashion. But anyway, we'll see what happens with Ryan Garcia. Will he do the hair follicle test? Will that exonerate him? Even if he isn't exonerated, it's very rare for fighters in America to get lengthy bans for failed PED tests. Very rare. Jarrell Miller is the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And that's because he failed multiple PED tests in a row for several different fights. In the UK, lengthy bans are a lot more common. So I wouldn't expect Ryan Garcia to get any more than a year. If that, maybe 6 months. I think Canelo got 6 months. And that was pretty much like not getting a ban at all because Canelo only fights once every 6 months anyway, as a lot of these top fighters do. When these fighters get popped in America, the only real penalty they tend to face is criticism. That's about it, because the bans are so light. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below.